Sawyer, big week now for you being named the starter. Just first off, take us through when you found out what happened to Caleb, kind of your reaction, and now moving forward in this week.
The way I found out actually is a Saturday morning, actually probably about right after I woke up, probably 30 minutes after I woke up. Caleb actually texted me and let me know. We were really getting really close actually, and we still are through this whole process. We've gotten a lot closer, and he just texted me and let me know what happened and everything moving forward. And after he texted me, after we got done texting and everything like that, and just kind of let me know what was going on.
Identical almost runs by the both of you in that game. Kind of, in a way, the same kind of players compared to Silvers last year. So does Neil Brown change his offense because of you as a starter now, or do you kind of see it staying the same a little bit?
What do you say about Brandon? What do you say?
I was saying you guys are both running quarterbacks more than like last year's quarterback.
Yeah.
So is the offense going to stay the same, or do you see it being adjusted a little come Saturday?
The offense, like what we're running in practice right now and everything, it should stay the same. And me and Caleb, we both can run, and he could run really good. I think that was like a 75-yard run, and I think mine was 63. Both of them should have been touchdowns, but mine's probably because I weigh about 225 now, and his is probably just because I don't know why he didn't score, but he probably should have got in too. But no, I don't think the offense will change, and I think we'll go out there and try to be really productive and have a really good offensive game.
What's it like now for you, knowing that you're the starter now for the rest of the season?
Yeah, nothing really changes. I mean, I've been watching film like I was a starter all year, preparing for whatever would happen, hoping for the best. But not. This isn't the way you want to get in the game and be a starter. This isn't the way you want to happen at all. But I guess it happens, and I'm going to be ready for it. And I've been studying all year like I was a starter, and everything kind of stays the same and get going and week to week.
The time that you and Caleb battled the spring, the summer, and the fall, for this starting position, how will that benefit this offense with kind of just plugging you in now to that position?
Coach Brown, actually, I talked to him. I think it was Friday morning before we got some time off and I went home. He was just reminded me. I've played a lot of games at Troy. I played against Clemson my freshman year here. I mean, I played a lot of games my freshman year. I played a lot of games this year, and I've gotten a lot of reps. I just got to be confident in myself and be ready to go and be ready to play football. And if I play loose, I'll play good football. I just can't get uptight and just kind of have to play with having fun and just play loose and have a good time and know there's athletes all around me. The O-line's been playing really good. I think BJ and Fry have been running the ball really well this year, and my wideouts are tremendous. So, I mean, all I do is have to get the ball to those guys and let them make me look good. So.
With you moving up now, Gunner moves into your previous role.
Yeah.
Speak to your confidence in him being able to do that, and maybe how much you can influence him because you've already been through that situation.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through that situation, I guess, 2 times now. Gunner, he can throw it. He can stand in the pocket and he can sling it. He just has to kind of like me. I guess like any guy who is about to be quarterback, you just have to have confidence. And as long as you have confidence in what you can do, and he has to know he should have confidence because he can throw the ball, and that's why they recruited him here, and that's why he's here. He can throw it. He knows he can throw it. He just has to go out there, know he knows what's going on, and throw the ball when he gets the opportunity.
This offense has really been clicking the last couple weeks. How does that now continue to keep getting better? What can you guys improve on heading into this week?
I guess with me going in, just being more consistent, and because we've played really well the past probably I guess 2 weeks now, maybe 3. We played really well, really good football, and BJ and Jabir have been helping us out, opening up, throwing. How good they've been running the ball. We've made it easy to throw the ball, and then sometimes how the wide receivers make really good plays, and that helps BJ and Jabir out because they'll drop more people into coverage, and that'll free up the running lanes. And our whole offensive line this year, I think, has been playing really good football. They've been blocking people and opening up gaps for me and Caleb to run in, BJ and them to run in, and then when we set up the pass, we usually have a lot of time to run. And even when me and Caleb would extend plays, they would go until the whistle was blown and kind of help us out, give us some time to throw the ball down the field or extend a play and run it eventually.
Going towards the end of the season, what is your ultimate goal now that you're the starting quarterback?
I think it's the same team, same goal. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. We want to be Sun Belt championship. We want to be the Sun Belt champions and keep that in Troy. We want to play that game in Troy, and we want to go 1-0 every week and kind of not lose focus on what's going on. Just play ball 1-0 every week and be the champions at the end of the season, playing in a bowl game.
For a team that's giving up over 260 yards on the ground like Liberty is that kind of work into y'all's game plan with you and BJ and Jabir this week?
It doesn't really matter who we play, I guess. On any week, we want to be able to do what we can do. We want to be able to run the ball, and we want to be able to throw off the run. And if that's not working, we want to throw the ball, then run the ball off the throw. And we want to kind of state ourselves as being, I guess, being able to do what we want to do and run the ball and throw the ball when we want to. And running the ball right now, BJ, I think y'all saw. I think Adam tweeted it out. I think he's number 1 in the Sun Belt with touchdowns and number 7 or something nationally, whatever it is. And I know he doesn't really care about that, but that speaks loudly on what we've been doing this year. We've been running the ball really well. And I think a team like Liberty's really good. I've been watching them on film and everything like that. They're a really good football team, but we're going to go out and be 1-0 this week, hopefully, and play our ball, play Troy football.
We just received the news about Caleb out for the rest of the season. Just what's the overall feel with the offense now losing him, and how much faith do you guys have in Sawyer stepping up now into that starting role?
Man, I feel extremely sorry for Caleb because when you're on track to have a season that he was on set to have, and you get some news like that, you always hate to hear it. For anybody that plays a sport, you hate to hear stuff like that. But and I'm praying for him and his family for a speedy recovery. But we have a tremendous amount of confidence in Sawyer, and that just goes back to what Coach Brown did throughout the spring and fall. Just get both of those guys in there with the 1s and 2s. Just if something like this happens, then the offense shouldn't skip a beat. So we have a tremendous amount of confidence in Sawyer.
You're having a great season so far. Kind of explain your confidence with the run team overall, you and the other running backs on the team, and going forward.
That really just goes back to the offensive line and Zach Weldon, Bartow, and quarterbacks and everybody and the receivers downfield blocking. When you have the type of efforts that those guys been getting on me and Fry's runs and stuff like that, that's some things you expect to happen. So that really just falls back on those other 10 guys on the field with us.
Caleb broke off a 75-yard run, got tackled from behind. Sawyer, 63-yard run, tackled from behind. You broke off a 78-yard run, though, didn't get stopped. What was the difference?
I'm not really sure, but I guess it was just I'm not really sure for real. But yeah, that was kind of exciting. That's like one of my longest runs throughout my life, so that was kind of exciting.
Having these explosive plays in the run game, how have you guys been, open up the whole – you talked about the offensive line, how well they've been playing. How have you guys been able to open up the gaps like that to get, these 60, 70-yard runs on what feels like a weekly basis now?
When you get to the second and third level so quickly and then you make one person miss, that's all it is and that's all it takes. And Sawyer, Caleb, Fry, when we get those longer runs, 9 times out of 10, we're to the second level pretty quick, and we make one person miss, and then, we get to showcase our speed. So that's really a true testament to the offensive line and the S-backs doing a good job getting on that man.
You have to tell, obviously, you were deeply sorry about hearing about Caleb because that does impact every player. Does it create kind of a rally cry for this team and particularly this offense to really come together and execute at a high level on his behalf, if you will?
Yeah, yes, sir, no doubt. We're one man short, and he was truly our brother, and he was a tremendous leader, on and off the field. So to take a blow like that and take a loss like that, that only makes the rest of us want to come together for him, for his sake, and just show him that you're down, but at the same time you're going to be with us spiritually.
Zach Weldon was that close to finally getting in the end zone here at
Yes,
Troy. Just where were you at on that play when it was called, and kind of what was the overall reaction to see him get so close to scoring?
When they signaled the play, I knew it was going to be open for him because 9 times out of 10 he hasn't really touched the ball, period, throughout his career. So Georgia State, they're like, he's not a factor, period. But and I knew it was going to be wide open for him. And Sawyer pulled it, and he dished it out to him. I thought he was going to score, but I was carrying out my fake. So I just saw him, like, his nose on the goal line, so I was like, he came up a little short. I thought they were going to go back to it, though, but They didn't. So hopefully throughout these next couple of weeks, we'll get them in the end zone.
Coach mentioned that Tron questionable for this upcoming Saturday. I know it's really plug and go, next man up for this team, but possibly being down him for this game and maybe a while, what does that do for this defense?
Well, he's a big time guy on our defense. Not only is he a good player, but he's also a leader. So we'll definitely miss his presence out there. But no, I'm looking forward to AJ or whoever the guy that is going to step up for them to step up. But like I said, Tron's he's a big time presence out there. He's a great leader. I think he's leading the team in tackles, and so it's definitely going to be a little different without him out there. But we'll make it happen.
We found out about Caleb's injury. A leader on the offense, he's been for the team. You're the leader on the defensive side. Do you feel that you have to step up even more as a leader now because of that absence?
I mean, not necessarily. I don't think I have to change much because I know the guys over there on the offensive side will get their things figured out. And I know we have it's not just Caleb as a leader over there. We have multiple guys that can step up over there and do it. So I don't think it's really going to change anything for me. But if somebody comes to me and asks me to take my leadership role to another level, then I will. But I feel like on the offensive side, we have a lot of guys that can step up and take over that role.
Being a guy who goes up against these quarterbacks every day at practice, what have you seen out of Sawyer now with him stepping up into this starting role?
I think the biggest thing with Sawyer is he's got some grit about him. He came in after Caleb got hurt, and nothing really fell off. He played good, and that's the biggest thing with Sawyer. I don't think he gets in there and gets rattled. He's got some grit about him. I think that'll help him out later down the road.
Where do you think this defense is at right now? 6 games into the season, 5-1. Where are you guys sitting? What are some things you can work on heading into this week?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. I mean, there's always obviously things to work on. Like last game, we were good on third down. We need to keep that up. Weren't so good on fourth down, so that's something we can work on right there. And I think getting to the quarterback's been a thing we do pretty well throughout the year. We need to keep that up. And just keep working on the fundamentals, and the small things add up and make big things happen. So,
I asked Sawyer what his goal was at the end of the season. He said it's the same thing, winning all the way and doing good every. You want to know, but at the end of the year, winning. And what is your goal and your team's goal since the change? Is it all the same, different maybe with the quarterback change?
No, it's the same. We all have the same goal in mind. We just work every day to be the best team we can be, and that's all we can worry about. We can only control what we can control, so why worry about something else, So with whoever it is that might go down, we're all still focused on the same goal. We're still on track, and we're just going to keep pushing.
How big was the extra time off, not playing Saturday, playing on Thursday? How big was that extra time off heading into this week's matchup now?
Oh, yeah, I think it'll be good for us. Last week we didn't have as much time to get ready, and I think that may have played a factor into some guys getting tired and cramping up in the game. But this week with that extra 48 hours or however much it was, I think that'll be a big time thing for us. We can get our bodies in there and get treatment and get recovery and be ready to go on Saturday.
Trey, we just got done talking with Coach Brown. He mentioned Caleb being out for the rest of the season. Just talk about, does that make any changes to this offense with you guys in the receiving corps? Or how much faith do you guys have in Sawyer stepping in now?
We have a lot of faith in Sawyer. We've been having faith with him since the spring, since him and Caleb been battling out. So it doesn't really change nothing. It just got to put that. We got to help him out when he's throwing the ball on the field in that practice.
Compared to last year, this year the quarterback's more of a mobile, and then he's mobile like Caleb and Sawyer. Does that help you guys? Kind of the same type of quarterback in a way, or do you see differences?
It's kind of the same. It's just a little more running with the guys this year. So they both pretty accurate. But the only difference is it's kind of like they're more versatile with more running. Silver's kind of wasn't. So.
What about where this offense is at right now? You guys have been putting up unreal numbers the last couple of weeks. Overall, where do you think this offense is sitting heading into this week?
For right now, we have to get better. We progressing right now. We doing better than we was at the beginning of the year. So I feel like we can practice a little better, which is gonna lead to doing better in the game. So.
How much does this extra time help you guys kind of get ready for this game on Saturday with the earlier game last week?
Oh, it helped a lot because last week we only had one work day. This week we have 2 work days, so it's way better than last week. It'll prepare our minds way better because we have we practice, we do a walkthrough before, and we do a little extra work after practice to get a little communication with Sawyer, us and the receivers. So it's way better.
A guy that we haven't seen much of that we'll see some playing time this week is Gunnar Watson. What have you seen from his growth now that he's moving into this number 2 role in the quarterbacks?
Oh, I've seen a lot of growth. He actually looks more relaxed than what he was when he first got here. He's getting more. He kind of looking like he's getting like he can read the defense better. He always could throw. So it's like I'll say he's more relaxed now.
Zach, walk us through that play. Hadn't really touched the ball at all here in your time at Troy. So did your number get called in the huddle? How did that work out?
Yeah, so we put the play in, I want to say, on the walkthrough right before the game, or just a couple of days before the game. And anyway, so I knew the play was coming. I knew there was a fair chance I was going to get the ball in the game. And we didn't even call it in the huddle. I was out on the field. I think we ran a play previously. And I saw him signaling. I was like, oh, man, here it goes. I heard Sawyer behind me say, it's coming, man. It's coming. So, anyways, ran out for the block. The DN started, because usually I've been kicking the DN out all night, so he started playing into me. I was like, man, if I can't get past this guy and I miss my chest, I'm going to be so upset. Dipped my shoulder, got through, made eye contact with Sawyer. I knew it was coming, so I looked the ball in. Tried to turn upfield, wasn't nowhere to go. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, but I'm glad I caught the ball, held on to it, didn't fumble, so hopefully that earned me some trust and maybe some more opportunities.
Of your time here for 4 years, is it weird now to see your name on the stat sheet?
Yeah, it's pretty weird because, usually I play a support role, help a lot of guys out. I get a little bit of credit, but not very much, so it was definitely cool seeing my name on that stat sheet. Hopefully next time there'll be a touchdown. I'll keep working, though.
We just got the news about Caleb. What's the team's reaction? When did you guys find out, and what did everyone did they rally around Sawyer now? How did that work?
Right, so I don't remember exactly when I found out. I kind of had a feeling for the game, after the game, just seeing it, and it is a big blow. It's a big hit, especially the biggest thing is him missing out because I think hopefully he can get a medical red shirt. I'm not sure, but I know he was having a great season, and it's bad seeing somebody you care about lose that opportunity. But we love Sawyer. He's a great player, and I know he's gonna pick that up, and he's gonna carry us to a great season. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
Can I just get your thoughts on the run game and what you've seen out of Jabir Fry and B.J. Smith and those guys, especially with you being a lead blocker for them? What have you seen from their progression this year?
Right. They've made some huge steps, especially since our first season. I believe the first season I played was Jabir's first year here, and I want to say it was the first year B.J. got some real playing time. So even back then, just seeing the way B.J. was a hard-nosed running back and the way Jabir moved, he had a big run against Clemson on my first year, and that was really the first big play I ever made. I had the lead block on that, so I've had a lot of confidence in those guys since the very beginning. Knew they were going to be huge players when they got the opportunity, so I'm glad to see them grow into that role, be leaders, and make some big plays for our team.